Ah, yeah. Here we go again. Thank the Lord. Peace. Feel good. Today's been a nice day, But topic I want to do tonight is about a cat by the name of Esau. And there's been a lot of stories about Esau in the Bible. A lot of people are confused about Esau. A lot of people don't know who Esau is. Now, Esau in the Bible is just as complex as Israel in the Bible. Esau is all throughout the Bible. But what I want to do today is give a visual with scriptures as to who Esau is. Okay, so you can see for yourself, that you can judge for yourself as to who Esau is. Now, you have different people or schools or congregations that say this and say that. All I want to do is make sure that you have a clear understanding as to who Esau is. Okay? And then you take it from there. I do apologize, it's late. Can you switch these waters and give me the cold one? And you take this one. Right? So now, everything that we're dealing with is scriptorial. So I'm coming straight to the point. Once again, I'm in the King James Bible, 1611. Yeah, and I know that there were many other versions before and so forth like that. That's not what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with King James 1611. That's what we're dealing with. Okay? So, to understand who Esau is and what has been done, you got to go to Genesis, the 25th chapter. Genesis is the beginning. So in Genesis, the 10th chapter, many nations were created, all the Gentiles. Now in Genesis, the 25th chapter, right, we're going to go straight to the 19th verse. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian, of Padanaram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. Now, something is about to happen. Okay? It says, and the children struggled together within her. What children? They were twins, right? And she said, if it be so, she said, well, okay, what's happening inside of me, right? She said, if it be so, why am I thus? What's going on inside of her, right? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. What does it mean, 2 nations? Twins. See that? Look at the albino and look at the other child. Bang. 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. So I'm giving you pictorials because that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a pictorial account of Esau. A lot of pictures, books. She said, 2 manner of people, and one people shall be stronger than the other, See, an albino lacks melanin. And the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered will fulfill, behold, there were twins in the womb. See that? There were twins in the womb. These are twins. These are twins. And the first came out red. Very, very important. The first came out red. All over like an hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. That is the man who we're going to deal with. This right here, the pictorial book of Esau. Good? So for you to understand who Esau is, you got to deal with the characteristics of the man. The Lord is going to give you the characteristics. So the first characteristic of the man is that he's red. So let's visually look at him. Let's visually look at him. They say that they're white, but look at their skin color. Red, 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 red. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. See that? Now, let's further give more pictorial proof of him being red. Let's deal with more pictorial proof of him being red. This is the South African police force, right, down in Africa. Look at them, red, red. They're not white, they are red. So Esau has many descendants. His nation became Edom, okay? Let's prove that. There's still Genesis, the 9th chapter, right? Genesis, the 26th chapter. Okay? So, it says, right? Let's come back to it. Genesis 25, verse 26. And after that came his brother out, Jacob, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, right? Jacob means to supplant. Yaquab, to supplant. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. See that? So what does Esau like to do? He likes to go hunting. And when you go hunting, you need guns. You need weapons. Okay? So let's prove that. When you go hunting, you need guns. Remember, this is a visual of the characteristics. He was a cunning hunter. Okay? He was a cunning hunter. Now, let's look at this. When you go to Genesis, what was his blessing that he was given? Genesis, the 32nd chapter. All right? Genesis Genesis 27, verse 38, right? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou one blessing, my father, but one blessing for me? He said, bless me, even me, O father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven from above. And by thy sword shall you live. So how did they take the whole world? Through their swords and through their guns. See that? So now we're giving you a visual of their characteristics, okay? By the sword shall they live. So now, what does it mean by the sword shall they live? So now I'm going to use this book. This is the Hammond's Atlas of the World. And let's look at Esau's sword as he dominates the world. Okay? So when Esau first comes out, he comes out under the Greek Empire, which is written in the Bible, and we're going to go to that. This is the Greek Empire. Okay? When the Greeks came out under Alexander the Great, by the sword shall they live. So now, then after the Greeks came the Roman Empire. See that? This is the coming of the Greco-Roman Empire. You must know this to understand who you're dealing with. So now, here, I have a book about Greece. For you to understand the Bible, you must become a historian. To interface the Bible with true, accurate history of what went down. So now, you're going to link up. See, this is Esau. He was red. So now you're going to link up the Apocrypha, right? We're going to go to the Apocrypha with Alexander the Great in 1 Maccabees. We're going to go to 1 Maccabees. The first chapter. Watch this, right? And it happened that after Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, kings of the Persians and the Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. So true historians know that the beginning of the Caucasian or Edomite or white empire is the Greeks. And the Greeks carried the symbol of the eagle. Rome later on carried the symbol of the eagle. And even Germany later on under Hitler carried the symbol of the eagle. And even America and Britain carried the symbol of the eagle. So these are their characteristics. See, and I'm going to give you the visuals of that. And made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. Okay, so now, who is Alexander the Great? Let's visually see that. This is a great book, Time Life. Time Life, Ancient Greece. Let's get a pictorial of this guy. Okay, let's get a pictorial of this great Greek warrior. Okay. And he was a very great Greek warrior because he conquered, well, man, many ancient nations was taken down by them. So look at Edomites. See that? See Edomites? Look at him. He's an Edomite. Caucasian. European, but from Greece. Red. Let me show you Alexander. Look at what he did. Look at what he did. This is what the Bible speaks about when they're coming out of Greece. This is what the Bible speaks about. Okay? So these are what you call Europeans. So you call them Europeans from the word Europa. Okay? Just giving you visuals. That's what we're dealing with. We're not going too deep because this can be a very vast topic. Look at their weapons. By the sword shall they live. Look at their weapons. Okay? Before guns came into existence, by the sword shall they live. Okay? Now let me find Alexander so you can see exactly. So you must know this stuff for you to understand who you are, who they are, and what is going down. Once again, I want you to be clear and see Edomites. See that? See the Europeans? The first empire. Okay? So that's the Apocrypha. That's the Apocrypha. Showing you. Now, once again, they brought warfare to the world. They brought warfare to the world. First Maccabees again. And so it happened that after that Alexander, and it says, and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the whole earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. So he thought he was a god. He thought he was a god. So bringing you visuals, that's when they came out on the scene. So in Genesis 27, verse 40, it says, and by thy sword shall you live, and shall serve thy brother. See that? So that's how they conquered the whole world. What does it mean they conquered the whole world? So through the age of exploration and conquest, right? Let's look once again. The Greek Empire, right? The Greek Empire under Alexander the Great, coming from out of here and swinging all the way to India. And then the Roman Empire now, the fourth beast, taking over Europe. See that? All into Africa. You must understand history and the players. Now it says he's going to take over the whole world. Through the age of exploration and conquest, now he takes over the whole world. Bang. So under Christopher Columbus and them, they come all the way to the Americas. As you can see, this is the Americas. So now they're conquering the whole world. Not only do they have Africa and Europe, they got the whole world. Through what? Through the sword, through the gun. And that's how we in the position that we in. So this is all Esau. So now, there are many names for Esau in the Bible. Many names. Number one, I'm going to give you his characteristics. Now, you can study this stuff, okay? I'm going to give you his characteristics. Number one, it says he's red and hairy. Number two, it says he lacks melanin. Number three, he has leprosy. Number four, he's a hunter. Number five, he's hearing. It says, by the sword shall he live. Okay? Bombs, airplanes, war, World War I, World War II, World War III. By the sword shall he live. Okay? He has hatred of us. He came from out of the mountains. That's why he has skyscrapers. Okay? Now, visuals, like I said, I'm going to give you visuals so you can see his characteristics. Wait, it says he came out of the mountains. See the skyscrapers? Who built that? They did. How do we know they came from out in the mountains? How do we know they came from out of the mountains? Because they carry the word Caucasian. Where's the word Caucasian come from? It comes from the Caucasus Mountain regions. Where's the Caucasus Mountain regions? In Europe, Georgia, Russia. See that? So now, not only you have to study the Bible, you got to study maps. Let's come back to the maps. See visuals. Let's look at bang. Very small right here. Very small. Look it up on your maps yourself. That's where you get the word Caucasus Mountain region. The Lord pushed them up there. Now, let's go into the Bible and prove they came from out of the mountain regions. The Lord pushed them up in the mountain regions, right? So let's go to Genesis 36, verse 8. Bang. Genesis 36, I'm going to start at 1. Now, these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. In the Bible, there is no such thing as the word white. Okay? Wait, where did I get that from? What does it mean, white? What does it mean, white? What does the word white mean? That's why the Lord said, study to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth. See that? Meanings. Dictionary meanings. White. Of the color of snow, light in color, hoary, pale, pure, clean, bright, spotless. Are these people spotless? No. Are they pure? No. Are they clean? No. Honest? No. Color of pure snow, luminous part of an egg, white. Wait a minute, black. Of the darkest color, dark, nightlight, destitute of light. They say that we are destitute of light, man. Ominous. The darkest color, a person of African descent. Mourning to make black, to make polish, blackening to defame. So they tagged us as black, and they said that we are evil. And then they said that they are pure. But in the Bible, the Lord doesn't call them white. He calls them Edom because they are red. Let's go. Visual. Bang. What color is she? See that? Red. See the red? See the red? This is a European or Caucasian or whatever type. But in the Bible, the name is Edom. It is Edom. Let's go to the next picture. Visuals. Let's look at these two guys. This is what you call Europeans. They could be from Germany. They could be Polish. And these are names and titles that they call themselves. Good. So look at the white. Look at the white and look at his skin color. Red. See that? Red. Look at the white. Look, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Look at this white. Look at his skin color. Red. Let's get more visuals. Before I go deep into Edom, bang, let's go. Visuals. Look at his turban and look at his skin. Red and hairy. Red. Red and hairy. See that? Wait, here we go. Bang. What color you looking at? What color you looking at, my man? Stop daydreaming. Look at the truth. John 8, verse 32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay, let's get some more color. Color is very important all throughout the Bible. Very, very important. Think I got some more pictures, visuals. Oh, the top demon. The top demon. Look at this guy. Look how red he is. This is who people love. Oh, man. Jesus. Jesus. Look how red he is. Look at his lips. Look at his lips. Red. Visuals. Wait. I'm going to give you more visuals. Going to get a little pornographic. Going to get a little pornographic. So like I said, this class is more of visualization as to who Esau is. Like I said, be careful because we're about to get a little pornographic on you. Let's look at Esau, the Caucasian man. Bang. See that? Look at him. Look at white. Look at the color 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 white. Look at his skin. Look at her skin. Now, let me explain something to you. This is your brother. The Lord said, a lot of you Israelites don't like that. This man here, out of all the nations, is the closest out of all the nations. This is your physical brother. This is you turned inside out. And now watch. Here you are. Bang. Here you are. That's you and your woman. Okay? But Esau and you were twins. Esau and you is actually Cain and Abel over the flood. So when the flood came, the Lord restarted the whole play on this side as Esau. Now, look at I think these are Koreans or Chinese. Look at their physical features. Look at their physical features. They don't match the strength of you. Nor do they match Esau. Okay? So now, Genesis 36. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives took his wives of the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, Aholabinabah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zebon the Hivite, and Bashemites, Ishmael, daughter of Nabajoth, and Adah bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemat bare Ruel, and Aholabama bare Jeush, Jalem, and Korah. Now these are the sons of Esau, which was born unto him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives and his sons, and his daughters, and all the person of his house, and his cattle, and all his substance, which he had in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. Pay attention to this. They're about to go up into the mountains, for their riches were more than they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Mount where? Seir. Mount Seir is mountains. He went up in the mountains. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So in the Bible, Esau's children were called Edomites. You must study the Bible because in the New Testament now, the name changes. So that's why a lot of people are confused. They're no longer called Edomites in the New Testament. So you must understand the name change. 9th verse. These are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites. See that? So the nation in the Bible is called Edomites in Mount Seir. So I said they went up in the mountains. Let's go to the book of Job now and see that they are from the mountains. Let's go to the book of Job, the 30th chapter. See, the Lord leaves the answers for you if you're taught correctly. Job 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Okay? Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age have perished? What can they do for me? Job was like, well, what can these people do for me? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former times, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven from among men. They cried after them as a thief, because they stole the whole world. They stole Australia. They stole Brazil. They stole Africa. They stole everything as a thief. To dwell in the cliffs, in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Where's caves? Caves are in mountains. See that? So here we go again. Here we go again. Wait. Red. The main characteristic I'm sticking with is red. Look at his shirt. Look at his skin. So you may say, oh, he's European, he's Polish, he's German, he's French, he's American, he's Australian. No, they're not in the Bible. His shirt is white, his skin color is red. Oh, let me put a disclaimer up. Disclaimer. Nothing I teach is to any hatred of anyone or any group or any person, nation. It is about truth. John 8:32. and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. I'm strictly about truth. Now, whether you like it or don't like it, that's your damn business. I'm not interested in that. My job is to teach the truth. Okay? There's no personal vendetta. No, I don't have no beef. The Lord got beef. The Lord got beef. Okay? Let's look at red. Let's look at red. Because, you know, people like to say, oh, this guy, he got hatred. Look at the caves. If you ever been to Manhattan, these are called canyons. When you walk through 6th Avenue, you're in the canyons because these mountains is high. Look at it. It reminds them of the caves and the mountains that they used to live in. How do we know that? Job 30, verse 6. Because to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, cliffs, a cliff is high. In caves of the earth and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They are the children of fools. Characteristic. See that? The Lord said that this nation of people are foolish. You've got to be foolish for you to create a bathroom where a grown man can say he's transgender and go in there with your little girl who's using the bathroom, and now he assaults your little girl. You've got to be a damn fool for you to take your kids and go sit up in a transgender classroom and have a man that doesn't understand whether he's a man or a woman and teaching your kids. That's foolish. But the point ain't that he's foolish. The point is you the damn fool. It ain't him. It's you. You the clown that ain't standing as a man or a woman to know that that's out of order. So the Lord called them a nation of fools. Children of base men. Base. They base. Low understanding of life. Low understanding. They are violent. Listen, you know, a lot of people, well, why do you talk like that? The Lord says that they are viler than the earth. Wow. The Lord said that. So how you have beef with me? How do I talk like that? What? They are violent. The Lord is saying this. You know what's violent than the earth? Then he says, now I am their song. Yeah, I am their byword. They abhor me. They flee far from me and spare not to spit in my face. And you black people have been spit. They have spit in your face. They have killed you. And look how it's matching prophecy. They have spit in your face. Called you a nigger, a dog. And yet you, yes, sir. Oh, I love you. Oh, teach me. Do whatever. No. When you gonna stand, man? When you gonna stand? When you gonna stand? Bible. Let's further prove they came from the mountains. Let's go up into the book of Obadiah. See, everything is facts. Let's go in the book of Obadiah. The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord, power concerning Edom. Who's he talking about? Edom. This guy. See this guy? See this guy? Yeah, this guy. Biden, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Jimmy Carter. Look, this guy. Ivanka Trump. Look, this guy. Him and his woman. See that? This guy. Concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent among the heathen, saying, Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Here it comes again. The pride of thine heart, another characteristic about it. This group, this nation, this people, they are very proud. Now, mind you, I'm just running basics. The pride of your heart have deceived you. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high. Look, his habitation. Where does he live? His habitation is high. Look, man. They knocked down the World Trade, the Twin Towers. What does he do? His pride. He says, I'm going to build it back. So he says he's going to build it back. He builds one even bigger. Whose habitation? So look how deep the Lord is. The Lord is like, yo. See how the Lord is pinpointing? The Lord is pinpointing exactly who he's talking about, where he lived. So in today's time, you would call them Europeans from Europe. And now they are spread out all over the world, and they took different names. Whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Who's going to take down Europe? Europe has now become America. Europe has now become Canada. Europe has become Mexico. Europe has become New Zealand. Europe has become Australia. Europe has become Brazil. Europe has become South America. The indigenous people are now colonized by these people through the sword. He's saying in his heart, who's going to take me down, man? Who's going to take me down? Wait. Another characteristic now, we're pinpointing through the scriptures with visuals. Though this is the book of Obadiah, the Lord is talking to a certain people. See, you must understand that's why it's called the scriptures, because you have a part. So now he's talking to a nation, which is called Edomites. He says, though you exalt yourself as the eagle. Wait. Who exalts themselves as the eagle? Wait. Visuals. Let's get the dirty bird. Let's get the good old dirty bird. Ooh, I love this guy. I love this guy. Bang. See the dirty bird? The great bald eagle, man. Ain't nothing like this dude. Look how the Lord pinpointed him. Guilty. Characteristics. Though you exalt yourself as the eagle, but wait. Rome carried the eagle. How do we know that? Let's get books. Let's get books. See that? So to study the Bible, you must know history. Else you in la la land. So how do we know the Bible is historically correct? Let's go into the book of Daniel now to see the fourth beast. So the fourth beast is the Roman Empire. Let's go in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. Daniel, the 7th chapter. And I'm going to start at 1. See that? And in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream. Daniel was a black man. And visions of his head upon his bed, that he wrote the dream and told us some of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea, and 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. These 4 beasts is the 4 great empires in that region. There were many great empires, but the Lord not dealing with them. The Mongol horde is the greatest empire that ever ruled the world. Lord don't give a damn. He only dealing with who he dealing with, which is who? The first beast was like a lion and had eagle's wings, and I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted from the earth and made to stand upon its feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. The first beast was the Babylonian Empire. Look it up. And behold, another beast, a second like a bear, and it raised itself up. And all this is talking about warfare as they conquered each other. Raised itself up on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it, and they said, thus, arise and devour much flesh. This is the Persian and the Mede Empire, coming under King Xerxes, Darius, Persians and the Medes. This is historical fact. So how is the Bible not historically accurate? How can the Bible be false? You're false. You're phony. You don't study. After this I beheld, and lo, like a leopard, which is the back of it, 4 wings of a fowl. The beast also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. This third beast is the Greeks. That's why the Greeks is the beginning of the Europeans now using that title, ruling the world. The Greco-Roman Empire. The third beast was Alexander the Great, and when it says the 4 heads, those are his 4 generals that when he died, and I can go into all this, but I'm not really dealing with all that, okay? So when he died, his 4 generals, which was his mans in them, they split up his empire into 4 sections. Now, here comes big bad Rome. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast. Who is the 4th beast? The Roman Empire. See that? And this here is a precise book of Rome. Precise. The Horizon book of ancient Rome. Order it. Order it for yourself. Concise, precise, dead on point. Their philosophies, their food, their culture, their dress, warfare, their gods, everything. How they took from Greece and made it their own and changed names and so forth like that. Pinpoint. What time they came up. Okay? This is the 4th beast. So it says, it had great iron teeth. The iron teeth were the spears that they used, the Roman legions. So when they went to war, just like the Lord told them, Esau, by the sword shall you live. So Greece and Rome were great warriors. A lot of people say, oh, the white man's soft. Yeah, really? Well, who you under right now? Who kicked your behind all over the world? You talking about the white man soft? Alexander the Great stomped many great nations. Stomped them. Rome destroyed many great nations, African nations. Oh, you black people always talking about, oh, we black people are so strong. Well, if the white man's so soft, well, why y'all ain't stop him? If he a cave dweller, why you ain't shut him down? Maybe he wasn't as soft as you thought he was, huh? Facts, biblical facts, man. Rome, the 4th beast. It says it had great iron teeth. The iron teeth was their swords. So they would hold the swords and hold their shields and would drive that sword into you. And that's the Roman legions. There's great movies out there that you can look at. If you want to understand something called the New World Order, everybody's, oh, the New World Order, the New World Order, the New World Order. You know where the New World Order comes from, the concept? A movie called The Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire. And the New World Order is a concept called Pax Romana. So just a name change. So the Roman emperor at that time was up in Europe. He was up in Germany. And he called up all his kingdoms that he had under his rulership. And he was tired of the warfare and the bickering. So he says, look, all you guys are going to stop this bickering. All of you are now going to become citizens of Rome. And we're going to have one order, Pax Romana. That has transpired now into what's called the New World Order. That everybody running around, the New World Order, New World Order, New World Order. Where does the New World Order come from? Do you know? I don't know. It's on YouTube. Some guy named Big Boy said it. It's the New World Order. It's coming. When? Study, man. Study. We in the fourth beast. Bible facts. But the fourth beast now, hold on. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns. So the 10 horns now, wait a minute. Like I said, this Esau is so vast. When Rome fell apart, she created Europe. The 10 horns is the 10 nations that split up from Rome, ruling all in Europe. Let's look at it. And then the 10 horns. And I considered the horns, and behold, there came from among them another little horn. You know what that another little horn is? America. And there came from among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. Who's the 3 horns? Britain, Spain, and France. Bang. Edomites. Look at her dress. Tell me you blind. Tell me you blind and you can't damn well see. Look at the color of her skin. Look at her dress. Red. Red. Look at her skin, man. Look at her lips, thick. Red. Skin color red. Dress white. Spain. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 3 nations. And from out of them came one, America. Look at historical facts. I've got books on this. And I considered the horns. So when Rome broke apart, when Rome fell apart, Europe broke up into different countries and empires. Okay? And I considered the horns. And before whom there another little horn. Who's this little horn? But it's going to give you the answer. See, you got to study history now. Now you got to study maps. Now you got to study geography. It says, and before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. Because America and the Eastern Seaboard in the American Revolution, they fought against what? The mother countries. So over here you had French. Now, I'm breaking it down. That's why there was the American Indian War all the way up into Maine and New Hampshire, because another great movie for you to see is The Last of the Mohegans. It shows you how the French Caucasians was down with the Indians and they were fighting against the British. But they all the same people in the same family. And that's how you end up with Canada. See that? The French took Canada. Now you have Montreal, Ottawa, Quebec, all these different, Toronto. The French took that because America pushed them. The American white man now, he was calling himself American. He pushed them off. Like, nah. Now he created the Eastern Seaboard. Warfare. By the sword shall you live. He'll kill you. So, I got a lot more. This thing is going to close out. Hopefully, I'll be able to do another piece later on tonight. Hopefully, you got that about Esau. It's very deep, very intense. It's as much as Israel concerning the Bible. Hopefully, I'll be able to do another piece. You know, let me know what you think. Peace.